carrying over from their previous one. I mean, that's pretty fine, I guess. Say! Hello! I definitely didn't forget that we were streaming today until, like, I think it's a little under 40 minutes now. And then rush to, like, do all the stuff that I meant to do between last stream and this one. Honestly, I didn't even get all of it done, but I was like, oh, it's actually getting really close to time. I should probably be there. I should probably be there. So yeah, here we are. We are in fact here. A few minutes later. I think this is the first time I've ever actually been late. Usually it's either like on time or nothing. I think this is the first time I've ever actually been like properly a couple minutes late. But yeah, no, I actually didn't forget that I didn't finish like the playground and stuff. I like this game. It makes my brain make good chemicals. Okay. One day, one of those things that I remember will be to oil this chair, because that's probably all it needs. But that day wasn't yesterday. I think I do. Hey, Nita. Don't you grimace dumpy at me? Don't you? Oh, well, I don't know how much sound that makes when I do that, but I still don't like it. Occasionally I pop my pop filter. Oh, I need to put the request thing up. Oh, it's BGM Dova. Your ass does not have free speech. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to inform you that only, like, your rights start at the top of you. So, like, whatever, like, your last right is the one you get at the end. Like, your ass has like whatever the like 75% of the way through your rights is. I know there's like a oh, I can't speak today. Oh my god. Like it means like a stencil. It means like a stencil. That word. There's like that for like the song request message you can pin in chat. It has one of those, and I don't know where it is now. I really should just make like a template for it. Template! Oh my god! Marks to that. think I have these commands right. Yes, I'm sure. I will manually unpin it. Thank you. Okay, I think we're good now. I didn't forget a thing. How could you... Man, I can't speak today. Drink water. You're working late because you're a singer? I'm not thinking... Is that in reference to the song, or is that like a statement you're making? Vaguely remember. I think I'd done a lot of the actual playset itself last time, but I don't think I actually got like a ton of... Yeah, I'd done a lot of like segmenting, putting stuff into like areas. I got that thing, and then I got a lot like up there. I got like a lot of the stuff out of the way. Not do a lot of like actual frontline for it. It is like genuinely hard not to, like with God knows, not to start like belting out whatever version you heard first. So like if you heard like an English cover first, like that's like my first instinct, even when it is like the original version. I mean, this is a cover, but you know, the original version. JP. I keep forgetting that I calibrated it with my head held higher. I need to keep my posture good. Because like I usually have to look under my pop filter to like see things. Oh wait, what? Words being said. So I think the consensus was that like maybe dust storm? Maybe like a dust storm, and then it got left there for a while and it like rained. But it's also entirely possible that they just be straight shit from the playground. That's entirely like a valid concern. See, that's a bad habit. I need to stop it. If not, then I should do it. I should probably tilt myself. First, put this back to... It's like probably poop. Yeah. There's like a significant chance it's poop. Like, as someone who worked as like a janitor for like a while, for like, I say like a while, I did it for like a year. I didn't know that. Why don't they have custodians? Because like, poop is like a hazardous material. Also, does that mean the cart boys are union? Or is Target anti-union? and they like actively won't hire you if you're in like custodian union. Like, I know custodians are like a big union place. No. My only retail job was a DG job, which, to be fair, I think is like generally considered like one of the worst ones. Considering like people are literally sending out like SOS messages because they've had like humanitarian crises in those buildings sometimes. But yeah, no, I did not know that, to be fair. The only Target we have around here is extremely expensive, like even for a Target, for no reason, and it's also like 40 minutes away. And it's also kind of shit, if I'm being entirely honest. Like, come at me, Target. Like, my brain is bad today. It's not like a good brain day where like I actually feel good about the words that are coming out of my mouth. It's like a mid-brain day. Where like I'm not opposed to the things I'm saying. I'm not like embarrassed of them, but they're like coming out slowly and it's taking. Is that Beboo? But yeah, no. Target. I've been there like twice. One of them was to buy Bowser's Inside Story, by the way. Just to give you a better image of like what my relationship was like. I think the other one was like one of the Pokemon games. They had like a decent, like their exclusive was decent. What is it? I added things to the secondary playlist, so hopefully it doesn't move as much. That was genuinely like a decent amount of what I was doing, to be fair. It was like, I only had like 11 songs on there before, and like, it's just objectively not enough. So I went ahead and threw. I think I threw like off the top of my head, I think say 12 or more in there. Some of which are like a little long. I assume I'll probably pick up as I go, because like usually I'm prepping myself for like an hour and a half as I like before stream. Okay, I'll like go around. I usually get everything set up 40 minutes before stream, and then I sit there and I'll like meditate to like set myself back to zero. And then usually like the second that a little "say" comes out of my mouth, like that's my sort of like kick in the pants to like get going. And like I only have like one of those right now, and I don't have the energy to really be kicking anything right now, so. We're going back. It's fine. I would say this would be more pleasant than actual custodial work. Because like, it's a lot of hands-on things. Like, you'd be surprised how many things just do not have tools. like a lot of things do. A lot of things that look very handy tools that are like borderline miraculous. If you ever find yourself in a situation where like you need to clean things up that are like actively hazardous. An equally surprising amount of things just don't have a proper method for cleaning them. And the answer is usually either, well, fuck it, or like use your hands and wear gloves. This dirt has definitely been here like a long time. Because like just being so real, like even like a normal hose would get this off. But this is like I should be able to use like this thing and wash this off. Like I know that wouldn't be like balanced gameplay, but also it's power washing. And this is like not hard dirt. Unless it's been here for like a month. Oh, you know what? I think is the game too loud? Let's turn the game down just a little bit. I usually try to keep like background music like 10 decibels underneath me, and then I usually try to keep. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna turn it down more then. I usually try to keep like background music a little, probably like within 10 decibels under me, under like my max, and then like I usually try to keep the game like a little bit under that, but like not the max, like the game's like minimum under that. Yeah. How's that? Like I don't want to take the spray like all the way down, but like I do want it to be like a pleasant like volume balance with like my voice and the music. This is one of those VODs where I probably will throw like a BGM in for this, so like it won't be completely nonsensical in the VOD. Just because like I feel like this is a good like do kind of game. I actually don't mind that. Yeah. It's I had issues with that game. Oh my god. My brain is running at like I've got that thing where like I'm just stuck at like 100% memory every time you open the task manager, but like nothing's running. A dog man? That's so out of character. I just don't know how to cope with it, to be honest. Honestly, I'm almost more curious about what this is. Because it looks like grass, and is it supposed to be like mold, or is it supposed to be like grass stains? And like it won't come off with anything but like the really like focused like beams. Barf? I don't know, because it has blades. Like, can you see that? I don't think that's barf. You wish that was barf. Honestly, in my experience, barf is usually orange. Like, I've never actually seen green barf. Yeah. No, you're not supposed to let them do that. That's only when they're sick. Or when their mom's making them stay outside. Amane Kanata flashbacks. What is... Oh, okay. That was just prone. Yeah, I actually did fail to like consider the idea that it could just be both. It could be both barf and grass. I don't think the blades would be like fully intact though. Yeah, what do you need? Oh, I'm sorry, you followed. Thank you. I switched to like the program by program audio capture, and now I'm struggling to like make sure that everything's getting captured. Okay, this is barf. 100% this one's barf. But yeah, no, I really need to get that fixed, because like I like my like follow and raid messages. I think they're very cute. That's wood. No, it's on wood. It's on wood and it has depth. Like that's not rust. If you get rust on wood, it will 100. Yeah, you can see like the wood. One sec. Can I jump up here? Yeah. Like you can kind of see it's painted wood. Like you can kind of see the wood grain there, unless Twitch is like compressing it too much. Let me see if I can get close. Yeah, you see? Like you can see the breaks in the paint and stuff. It's like 100% wood. That is barf. It's also like at a little like dining table set, which is like, that just confirms it for me, to be honest. Like some kid was like playing like diner over here, and they ate something that was not edible, and they just sat there and vomited on the little counter, and then just walked away. That sort of consistency is very much more, in my experience, what that would look like too. I do keep forgetting that I can also do this. It's really disorienting when you've been doing the other way the whole time, though. Actually, I wonder if I can just use the audio capture like an app for the browser sources. I might test that once I have this little area like cleaned out. Like I've honestly had like a better experience with that than I feel like most people do. Like I feel like most people struggle a lot with like accidentally doubling their audio when they set that up the first time. Like, so far, it's gone pretty smoothly. I think that's the first major hiccup I've had. And, like, setting up the funny Discord thing the other day, that was also kind of impromptu. I usually these things like a couple days in advance. Aura? Got your details from Cal. I don't remember who Cal is. I don't want to buy anything. Isn't creosote wood chips? Because I know creosote oil, and I'm pretty sure that's like oil you get from like lumber, right? I don't know why they use this rubber for these kids. We used to break our necks on the wood. I just got Ada. I'm good for a while. But thanks for telling me. Oh, if we're interesting? I don't know. Are we? You know, if you guys are cool enough, there's a sale. It's always a typo. how like other VTubers, you can tell they're looking at chat when their like eyes flick a certain way. My eyes don't move that much, so I just have to do this so you can tell I'm looking at chat. Sorry, it bugs me a lot that like it's really hard to like set up the proper thing. Oh, it was a little tease 'em up. Don't worry. I was yanking your chain as it were. I know I'm actually incredibly cool and fun and other positive attributes that I definitely attribute to myself. God, I need to be able to recolor the nozzles because I have 3 white nozzles and like 2 of them I do not use. I need to like recolor like 2 of them like gray. Now that's rust. Now that right there. Well, that's on wood too. Because that's wood grain. What is that? Because that, like, looks like rust. You know, I didn't think about this so much the other time. I think this is your fault. I don't know, because like I know rust can spread because it's technically not like formed on the metal, it's formed of the reaction when the metal corrodes. So like it can spread from metal, but like this is the only metal I really see here, and like I don't think that's enough. Like, I guess you could argue, like, maybe this thing is this wood or metal? This is wood, too. Is this metal? Is there any metal in this entire park that's not a bolt? How are these kids gonna burn themselves? Because it's, like, up here, too. It could be like a, you know, it could be like a regional wood infection. Is that in Power Wash Sim? Do they have like rice blight in Power Wash Simulator? I actually don't think there's a better way to be getting this other than just jumping up. Oh, wait. There is a better way. I forgot I had this. I've never used them before. This looks like a wood issue up here. But it's like under that. Is there like a level in which this is the stuff off? Nope. Not an option. Okay. Okay, this does work. Okay, cool. That is slightly more amenable. cool. I thought it was taller than it was. Is this sweet Scarlet? Thank you. Nope, that is not. That is not sweet Scarlet. Trying not to just go silent and then go like, okay. Like the most dad like working sounds. Like, I see. Metal Gear. I wonder if I'm supposed to use the ladder here. That would make sense, honestly. Like if I'm supposed to get it from like the outside. Yeah, it's even got like a special spot for it. Look, I squirted the ladder there. Now, if y'all could just squirt your ladder over here, I would be much obliged. Yeah, that would have made it much easier, to be honest. Oh well. We're mostly done at this point. Well, I guess we have all like the little hinge thing. Alright then. I feel like I didn't finish that one. Okay. I wish I could just free rotate this thing sometimes. Gotta go under this. That is not orange, that is red. How dare you? I'm getting the impression that all of these surfaces are separate. That might make sense as to why people dread this map. I'm honestly still enjoying it. I really like Candy Colors. I don't know. But gun to my head. Ah. Hide real quick. That's wrong. They have similar names, but they're different. Recalibrate this. Here we go. Yeah. That's much more like acceptable. if I think that's cheap? If I just want to jump up there again. I never finished this? Why does it sound like buckshot roulette? I added a bunch of songs and I don't actually remember all the ones I added. There's a history, right? I want to know what that was. Oh, did I have the wrong thing from him? I see. I understand now. I seem to have added the wrong song from Noel. That makes sense. I often lose focus when I'm dealing with Noel things. Noel-related activities. Okay, some of these look like footprints, and that's like wild. Like, honestly, I think my working theory is that they screwed up this playground really bad and then like reassembled it with the parts in different directions and stuff. Like the equivalent of like flipping your underwear inside out once. But then it just got dirty again, and they were just like, alright, I guess we gotta clean it. That's where I'm like at right now. It makes more sense than whatever I'm looking at. This kind of reminds me of in Pokemon Black and White when you have the Pokemon battle in your room, and then your room just has like footprints on the ceiling, and your bed is upside down afterwards, and it's like these are like level 5 Pokemon. They're like shooting bubbles. It's actually like really hard to actually get an angle to shoot. Splurred on all over this one. God, all of these are individual. That honestly almost seems intentional. There was intent. It's not manslaughter. Whatever is happening in this park is murder. I actually like when they're all individual pieces. It's actually really satisfying. Like, it'd be really frustrating, but it would actually okay, there we go. Stuff up here still? I'll see if you can get this. I do think I'm like properly getting into more tough parts. How dare you? Can't you see I'm doing something here? I'm cleaning shit off a playground. Are you not fascinated? It makes little jingle sounds. Look. I'm making a point. Come on, game. It's gonna be difficult right now. There, see? Honestly, that was a quick nap, though. Is this one? Okay, that one. Okay, so they do have some on there. Now I really wish those things spun, to be honest. Like, I know it would probably be a lot of work, but also, I think it would be neat. I think it would make me happy. Don't you make me happy, game developer? Developer, please, don't you want to make me happy? There we go. I don't want to go in this weird little bunker. I always see these. I would always see these, but like no playground like near me growing up ever like had them. I was just like, are you at war? Like it feels like a bunker. Like it's just like a nondescript like, little fort. Like this one at least has the little counter, so it's like, oh, it's like a like drive-through thing. At least that's the shtick. But like, some of them are just like this, and it's like, I mean, it's cool. I wanted one in like the places that I would go to usually, but also like, I mean, yeah, it, like, if that's not what it's for, then that's what it gets used for. Like, I thought they were rad, to be fair. Like, I guess just like, from an adult perspective, like, it almost feels like something that's created in oversight, and I think that's neat, I guess? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to say something, and it's probably very, like, smart and insightful. When it's not smeared in shit, this is a pretty nice playground. Like, this flooring will absolutely fucking kill a kid. Unless this is, like, the rubber stuff they were talking about. Like, I guess it's possible that this could be, like, a rubber cobble. I have seen that, like, very rarely. Like, I think I've seen it, like, once or twice. Like, twice is, like, a stretch. Like, you would have to, like, explain to me where I'd seen it for me to believe you. But I've definitely seen it once. I absolutely can see, like, some kids shoving like, some stupid... Assuming it is rubber, I can absolutely see, like, a kid shoving some stupid shit between the grooves here. And then, like, a kid, like, falls down, and they're like, no, it's fine, it's rubber. And then it turns out, like, that thing was, like, rigid, and it, like, stabbed the kid. Not, like, in like, a dead way, at least that's not what I'm envisioning, but, like, in, like, a there is an object lodged in me kind of way. Kind of just screwing around because it was hard to like picture it before, but like actually sectioning the stuff off is really helpful. I do like how we're back in God knows. Oh yeah, no, and it's like super helpful, like, especially considering I did it last time and then like 2 weeks passed. But what I was saying was, it's funny that we're back in God knows, and like, I feel like the playlist literally skipped all the non-VTuber songs. I guess the freer NOP was in there, which isn't technically a VTuber song. It's Malay and Yosobi, depending on if it's the ED or the OP. Yeah, no, none of those like normal like Ian pop songs. Oh, and I say that. Why am I going so slow? I don't see these. There's like a point in this game where like I literally just don't see the dirt anymore and I just have to use dirt senses. Dirt sense is my favorite perk in Dead by Daylight. But like literally I don't think it's showing up like at all. There's like a little bit there. Like this one is a little thicker. I can like kind of make it out. I honestly really want to play House Flipper. I just like I don't know. There are other things I want to play first, and I'm just like I want to play it, but I want to play a bunch of other things, and then it's also like I don't want to drop like $30 on a game that I'm not gonna play for like 6 months, and then I'm gonna be like, I could have bought this now and it would have been cheaper. Because I do that so much, where I'm like, this is like 20% of the price I paid for it, and I'm only just starting it now. It's like I'm trying to be more rigid about that with myself. Yeah, I watched Fauna and Marissa play it, and to be fair, those are like the two best people to sell you on something like that. It's like, oh, here are these like pleasant, like pleasantly voiced girls to like talk about something cursed, but like in a positive way, while they play this very comfy game. And it's like, oh yeah, huh? Yeah, they get a little cursed. Narissa is the one I sent you that video that's like, hey guys, what would you do if I just put a little paper cut on the back of your balls and squeezed them out? That's Shiori. No, that's the one who kisses Narissa. It's different. Shiori's like the pastel goth. Same gen, so you were close. Yeah, she's... if you saw that clip, she's the one... Narissa's the one whose nose she got. I know, she says she got your nose afterwards. Yes, I know it was a mouth kiss. I'm saying after she kisses her, she runs away and goes, "Guys, I got her nose!" Trust me, I'm very aware. Oh, it was Bibu. Right. I mean, honestly, it's not the most wild thing that I've seen a Hollow member do on camera. Like, I feel like the bigger concern is just like in a workplace environment kissing someone suddenly. But like in terms of like Hollow, like also the implications of miniature stuff. There's a fun fact about that. Apparently the managers in Hollow didn't know that Nerissa had her entire family on her stream since debut, like repeatedly. Like they all had like PNGs and everything. Yeah, no. Hollow members like kissing each other. Not exactly. No, she already like got her bonk and like her bonk. Like she said on stream, like no, they said like, hey, next time tell us like you don't need permission, but like tell us it's happening. So like I guess technically she got in trouble in the sense that like she was supposed to tell them that she was doing that, but like she did go on the record and say like that no, they didn't care that much. Which it would be wild if they did care because everyone adores them so much. There's probably a comparable amount of art of like Nerissa's sisters to like Nerissa. Yeah, I think to an extent. If it were like in a more official capacity, maybe they would be more like strict on it. I know Niji is super bad about that. Not to be that person who just like, but like, I know that like on stream we've had people like freak out because their family members have started talking on stream. Like, you're gonna get me in trouble. Or like just expressly saying like, you cannot do that. Yeah, this was like a long time ago though. Like this is like pre like Any Color But Black kind of situation. The company that owns Niji is Any Color. Is that enough context? That's why Niji Sanji's color or logo is a rainbow. Just that's kind of sad, the Niji Sanji story. I love when it's like the rapid fire. Like, ding, ding, ding. What are the odds you think another kid has like shot a kid from here? Not like with like a real gun, but like with like something. These just feel very trenchy to me. You can tell I really wanted one of these as a kid. Although if you don't maintain them, they get like the most cursed. They like wasp nests, fucking like spiders coming from above. Like if you have one of these, you have to maintain it, otherwise it becomes an animal sanctuary. Which, like, honestly, not the worst thing to have, but like maybe don't put it in the middle of the playground. I mean, honestly, like, whenever I'm designing anything, a lot of times what I'll do is, like, I'll just keep iterating on, like, specific parts. And then sometimes I'll even, like, make something entirely different. And then whenever I get bored of that thing, I'll incorporate the parts I liked into the original design. Obviously, I know that can be like a tough thing to plan for, especially the first time. But I think it works very well. I think as long as you like keep in mind like all of the rules that you like to like with character design and like how you like to cohere words. I mean, that's like ideation, baby. Like, that's literally just how it works. I don't know what to tell you. It could be worse. You could have 2 fully done models just sitting there forever. Yeah, I saw you mention that, and I was just like, I didn't want to split my focus too much, but like, come to the Fae with us. Come play in the Fae with us. Be our funny little hag. I don't know, do you know how many vampire VTubers there are? like, you don't have to play it straight either. Like there are a ton of like interpretations of. First of all, I will say this: in a lot of like lore and stuff, witches are not people, so it's not really cannibalism. But also, like, I'm gonna be so real. I've been rolling with the fairies eat babies thing. Because, like, they do. They super do. Like, 50% of the fae just straight up eat people. Like, for fun, sometimes. Like, they don't have to. It's not like a thing they have to do, they just think it's funny. Yeah, it's like how some people call vampires Draculas. And it's like, that was a guy. That was a man with a dick and balls. Like... Yeah, I mean, I think as long as you don't get, like... Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like if anyone knows the Baba Yaga, they know about the house. Fair. Chickens aren't for eating, they're for houses. People are for eating. Chickens are better at architecture. I do think that, like, I think as long as you don't get, like, too, like, because, like, most children's stories have something that's, like, willing to, like, eat, like, either a person or a kid specifically. Like, it's a very common trope, because, you know, they're usually, because, like, that's, like, the worst way to go, right? It's like, I don't want to be something else's food, oh boy. And then, like, if you just sort of abstract it a little bit, I think there will be literally zero issue with it. And if you don't, I don't think there will be as much issue as you think. Because, like, there are zombie VTubers, too. There are a lot of them. Like, do you know how many zombie and vampire VTubers there are? And, like, they eat people. Some of them just have body parts as, like, props. And no one gives a shit. Like, the worst thing that might happen is people are too okay with it. Sorry if I didn't, like, comment on like, the specifics of that too much. To be honest, I just don't have enough information about, like, what that entails to be like, oh yeah, well, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? I feel like I just, like, that's something that I'm... Oh, yeah, no. It's super funny because, like, a lot of people I've seen like interpret that as like sitting like on the edge of the pestle, and then the mortar like chugs away like an engine. But I've seen some people like you like have her like sitting on the pestle, and it like just keeps kicking the mortar forward, like that one joke about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and like defying gravity. Do you know what I mean? Is that like what? What does that mean? What do the words you're saying mean? Wait, like you want like to be like getting ground up in the mortar and pestle? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm gonna be real, I don't think I've ever seen someone use a mortar and pestle. Well, I guess like expressing certain seasonings. I guess I've seen that, but like when I think mortar and pestle, I usually more think like curry-esque dishes. I usually don't think soup. Maybe like peppercorn? You can like grind pepper with a mortar and pestle. Your fugi is just like your legs sticking out of a mortar and pestle, and every time you talk, it just starts grinding you again. Like your legs stick up like you're in pain. Just help me. I can't go like full witch because I have to like squeak my voice, and I'm a little dry today. If you can't tell just by the way I'm talking in general, I'm just like a little bit dry, just a little moderate bit dry. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Like it definitely matches. I think it's a good. Also, like, what's it called? You can still use, because like the Fae is sort of a mirror dimension, made like born of like chaos. At least in some interpretations, it is like a mirror dimension, or like a dream dimension. You could absolutely still use certain aspects. I don't know if you want me to say it while like I'm streaming. So. I suppose that yeah, probably wouldn't be talking about this to me, but oh well. I can say whatever. I can say whatever. I can say. I can say. It's too late. You can't use the gun now. I'm sorry. You had to do it before the second one. I can say whatever. I need to put myself back now. That's a little too much. Oh, right, there's a delay. It was like after I was done for me. Don't... That's like bordering on... Listen, don't you ever compare me to those traders. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't even consider themselves fake. Just because you left, just because you moved away, you never lived here now. I don't remember what I was going to say. Like the second I like switch screens, brain gone, total wipe. Like that's genuinely like why I just say like, oh sorry, this is just a bad day whenever I'm like kind of bumming down on like dialogue, because like I can't help it. I'm in like a fugue state the second I hit that button. Oh, I was just saying you could still use like the Eldritch aspects because the Fae is like a dream world in a lot of things. Like I think it's Norse mythology. Fairies are literally like little dream creatures, and so in a lot of interpretations, hags are sort of like cosmic terrors and stuff. Like I've literally seen like certain interpretations of Baba Yaga like pull back reality. Or like rip a person's skull open and like take out like one of their memories and be like, this is very nice. I do think you need some kind of shawl in your base outfit though. I think the shawl is part of Baba Yaga, right? Am I crazy there? Am I thinking of a different witch? Or is Baba Yaga's the shawl? Because I know Baba Yaga has like a bunch of different things, but like I think the shawl is like an important one. Yeah, but I think the shawl is like something specific. Like I think it's like specifically tied to. Yeah, but like it's like oh, an old Russian lady, so a mortar and pestle is probably common too. And it's like yeah, she like most grandmas probably own a mortar and pestle somewhere. You're fine. What are you? I can't read the word. Does it say wife mode or waffle mode? Okay, wife mode. Okay. Wife. You're going wife. Yeah, I just switched to a different chat window. I technically... You heard nothing. Yeah, I get it. Actually, I meant to check on you guys. But I guess now's as good a time as any. Are you both feeling better? I know you both had a rough time there at the end. It's funny because I actually... Oh no, what happened? Wait. Are we back? I think this is on Twitch's end. Because, like, I'm looking on Twitch's readout, and it's, like, way lower than the one that's leaving from my OBS. I actually haven't dropped a frame on OBS. Like I'm on 0% drop frames. Like I'm gonna post this in the chat real quick. Like got that. Are we like up? Oh, we're live? Are we actually live now? What's it with Power Wash Sim and Twitch going down? Like, I always have to edit these VODs. And it's like, I just don't want to. You know what, Can I play Let Me Stay Here Again? I was about to be like... Yeah, no, I was watching through the entire thing, and, well, listen, okay, I'm very conscious of downtime in things I upload, and so if I have to sit there and click on 2 points in a timeline, and then click delete this, I'll do that, I'll make that sacrifice. like it's literally just putting in like 2 timestamps that I can just pull from the video themselves. Oh gosh. And then go and get rid of this. But yeah, no, that entire time I was down, I never dropped between 2800. And like, I can stream in the green with 1200. This is one of the few things that because I think YouTube lets you stitch together VODs before you like publish them, and it's one of the few things that I'm like, part of me wishes I can just go into. Okay, we're green on Twitch now. Okay, yeah, they're still only getting 2,500 on that side. That's real weird. Twitch, what are you doing with my upload rate? Okay. Well, I do appreciate you guys like making note of when it happens, because like otherwise I would have just kept talking and it would have just gone nowhere. I wonder if that shows up in the bot. Because like the upload is still happening. Like I'm still uploading. It's just Twitch's like display of it, I guess, is the way to put it. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. Man, I wish Twitch would do that. Just maybe put a message on like the stream manager or something, like we're experiencing like slight instability on our end. That way people don't try to fix things on their end and then realize it's not them. Cause like, if I didn't know what these two little readouts meant, I would just assume it was my fault because my internet's not great. But like, I've streamed with half of this bitrate before, and it's been like excellent. Yeah. I will say, that is like one of the few things that I'm not excited for with affiliate. Is like, right now I think I'm immune. I think I'm immune to knock. And I don't want to not be immune to knock. Like, I'm sure there's probably a toggle somewhere, but I don't know. Also, like, man, which is wild because allegedly the person who suggested it is a VTuber, and it's like, hey, do you not like maybe like think about that? Do you not maybe like think about how that's bad for you? I'm gonna be real, like yeah. I will say you can probably, with something like that, you can probably set your default webcam to like what's it called? To one of your virtual cameras. I mean, I already know. like we already talked about it, but yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, I think it's totally fine to be mean to him. But, because, like, he's been a massive asshat about it. Like, honestly, at this point, like, his reaction to it is enough for me not to like him. That, like, I don't even need all the other stuff. Like, he's just been really shady. This is like 300% more drama than I normally talk about. You're fine though, don't worry. Do we know he's in his 30s? Also, I'm pretty sure most of the people who hated it are in their 30s too. Like, I don't think that it has anything to do with that. In fact, I think, man, that's real dumb. Especially considering most of the people that he's being alleged towards would also be in their 30s or higher. In fact, we know several of them are in like their mid-40s, and they're not fans of it either. Stop it. I don't know. Like, I don't have like a good answer for that. I never got to this. What is wrong with me? I mean, there are some people who don't sweat, but that's dangerous. I mean, I still think it would be worth it, to be honest. I'll roll around in mud like a pig, I don't care. It would be less upsetting than how much I tend to, like, sweat randomly. It's like, it's cold, why are you sweating? Like, you're actively a little chilly. Why are you sweating? And why from there? I thought this was supposed to happen to, like, my 40s. I mean, I used to have a dog that would sweat so much that it would mat down the blankets they used. So yes, I do think he's capable of sweating. You know? Is this what it's like to talk to me? Like, all the time? I'm kidding. Like, I am kidding, but also, like, I mean, it's probably true. Yeah, the difference is I only probably mean like 30% of it. But you have conviction. It is fun, that's why I do it. I'm just like sweat is fine. I don't have a problem with sweat. It doesn't bug me at all. I just imagine it probably tastes like wet dog smells. That's like where my vibe is coming from. Sorry if I make like weird little like oh I'm so tired noises. I'm not actually getting tired, it's just like occasionally I'm sitting weird. Cause like obviously I do the little little bisexual squat. Or like the leg cross. And I have to like adjust legs, and like sometimes I'll adjust my legs and then I'll find out very suddenly that one of my cheeks is very sore. This is another moment where I probably need that ladder, but I'm not about it. To be honest, like it's probably gonna make someone a little dizzy, but I can't use the ladder. It emasculates me, and I don't have a mask left. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a stretch real quick. Okay. It's weird how quick that takes like effects. Like I feel like I just like bent the tubes around in my butt and it re-inflated. Like before it was like running on like the flat tire where like the metal part is like grinding against the road. And now I got like a full tube. Like, it's still bugging me what this stuff is supposed to be. There was probably an answer in one of the correspondence. Like, we're like, oh, a giant toddler is on the playground. Please help. But like, I buffed it, dude. I totally whiffed it. Oh, man. Oh, dude, I farted it. Oh. We go up here? We go from this thing? I know there's a way up here. I can just do this. I'm not like talking deeper on purpose. I'm just speaking very loud. That's actually kind of great. But yeah, app isn't great. app never works great. Yeah, free rate's still fine. I don't know what's going on there. You? Not here anymore. Nope, gone. I get that, like, maybe they're trying to do like a YouTube thing with like a suggested next if you don't take action in the next 5 seconds. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. The only time I actually like use the app is when like someone I know starts streaming and I'm like not near my computer. I'll sometimes just throw it open. Just to be like, hey, I'm here. But aside from that, like I never try to actually do anything or watch anything. Like, very rarely. There are rare occasions where like I'm drawing or something physically. I'll be okay, I guess this device is. It's funny because Twitch used to have a great interface, and they stopped supporting it. Because like some like older consoles and stuff still have the Twitch app with like the fun, like the nicer interface and stuff, or like older devices and stuff too. Saying before. Oh yeah, I'm just speaking very modest. That's it. It's not like a purposeful, because I know people who like very purposefully one day like just lower their voice and just never stop doing it. And I'm like, it's been like 3 years and you still sound like you're faking a deep voice. Are you like playing a long game? You just thinking about the death? Straight up, they'll start like talking like this one day, and like they'll be like, "What? I'm not doing anything." And like they still have that sort of buff in the voice that sort of hits when like someone who doesn't know what they're doing tries to fake a voice. You know, that like sort of like gut of air. It's like, no matter how long you do this, you're still doing that, huh? You're just not. You just assume no one's gonna like, give a shit, or. I mean, I don't, but like, also it is stupid. Not I'm like, like, I get it. A lot of people don't like their voice. You can just say that you wanted to change your voice. That's totally fine. You're like allowed to do that. Don't do the like cartoon girl pretending to be a boy like buff thing. Yeah, like specifically that, you know, like, hey bro, like that. That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about like the. I feel like I'm getting into a weird territory here, but like. I'm very much like, it's more so that if the specifics were there, it would not be a weird territory, but also I don't want to just put that person it's just a weird thing to start doing and assume that no one can tell, even when they tell you they can tell, and then just never try to improve it either. Like any of these things that are not in this combination would make it fun. Like it would make it to where you need to question. Oh, okay, you're going to deny it, and then you're gonna get better, and then like eventually it's fine. Eventually it's fine because it's flawless. But you know, like making no effort to improve this thing, but also doing it for years is like, it's wild to me, I guess. Because like voice training is totally valid. Like even if like you're not like expressly trained, if you just want to be like NFem or like want to be a bit more butch, like totally. Like, train your voice, that's fine. It's, but like, especially if you're like the type of person who does not support that stuff. But also, like, just to start like doing it that, like, lazily, I guess? I don't know. Where like, it doesn't even seem like you want to be doing it. It feels like a bit. Where it's like, even if you don't want to like study a little bit, even if you just want to like just keep trying, and eventually you'll like get right. That's totally fine too. But it's not gotten more natural. This is like a big beefy guy. Has happened to like apparently not have as I assume. But he's like really like aggressive about the fact like ever since he started doing it. And it's sort of, I don't know. I actually think I have less of a problem with it than I thought. I was like, this feels weird. But I guess, like, wording it out, I actually don't really have a problem with it. It's just a strange thing. But I guess putting it in words, I don't really care. I mean, I don't like even losing friends people who like noticed it the next day because it was like a sudden thing, and it's like, yeah, like people are very obviously going to notice that. They're gonna say like, hey, what's up with that? Because like personally, I would like to get better. You know, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the practice itself. Impression. I feel like, I guess my issue is more like the reaction to it, the very like aggressive, like I will actually shove your like going on there? When, like, that's a very normal thing to ask, I think. Like, I think it's very normal to ask for clarification when someone starts talking in, like, a deeper voice the next day. Like, it's pretty standard. It's interesting, though. I feel like I had more of a problem with that at one point. I do have a problem with that. But like, putting it into words, I'm like, I don't think I'd have a problem with anyone else just doing this. I think I would consider it maybe a little harmless. I guess just knowing who that person is, it almost feels like sad? I don't know. This is like a no way. This thing, by the way, if anything, it's like an insecure, aggressive male kind of make that distinction. Like if someone came to me like, what's going on there? And you're like, oh, it just makes me feel better about myself. Like, oh, that's right. But if I ask that question, assuming you don't try to punch me, you're like, oh, it gives me close. Then, why am I far away? Then I'm gonna be like, oh, that's pathetic. Oh, you are once again sacrificing like an aspect of your individuality which you before did not have an issue with in order to try and trick people into sleep. Interesting. This is a weird stream. This is like a weird vibe. I do think I'm more ED vibe now. To be fair, it's not the nothing from the start, I guess. Apologies if I took forever to like clarify myself there, because I realized that could have sounded bad. I don't think it sounds bad where I land, but like if someone had only been at like the first little bit of that, I totally can see that sounding bad. Like I probably should be more conscious about like how things sound in parts. But also, I mean, I am just kind of extremely unconsciousnessing like 99% of the time. No, I keep falling off here. Oh, I can get down here too. Let's grab that real quick. I guess I could do the other side first and see if like it got low enough that like it was, because it'll probably be a bit more forgiving considering it's like a big area, so I might not have to do all of these bridges and keep falling off if I do the other side. Yeah, I feel like once I get this like big spot, clean though, probably let me skip at least some of these ridges. Wait, are these separate? No, they're not. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, you can skip a lot of that. I was not expecting that much. Man, I didn't need to do any of those. One sec, I'm gonna send something real quick. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting in my head. Whenever I snap out of something, I know I like a lot. I don't really have like a follow-up to that. It's something I noticed I do. I'm very like conscious of myself when I'm streaming, which is probably a good thing. I'm simultaneously conscious of myself. It's like I'm like macro managing myself. It's like my body's just doing this thing, and then my brain is like in third person view with like the little like RTS like setup, and it's like managing like resources and stuff. And then occasionally I'll like notice something that's like going on that's like starting to become obvious, and it's like, geez, that was obvious to me on their own. I don't know if that comes through. I don't know how well my gaze. I just did the like side of your mouth. If that wasn't clear. I feel like this is looped as many times as it did last stream, even though I like doubled the amount of songs on it. I'm wondering what that's about. Is it shuffling? I didn't think it was set to shuffle. I mean, I'm kind of down with hearing Himenomi like every 10 songs, but like, man. Yeah, this is Himenomi. I was like, wait, is that Himenomi or is that Lyrical Monster? But I'm like, wait, Lyrical Monster starts with that ding da ding da ding. Oh no. Wait, all of these are their own thing? That's fucked up. That's so fucked up. Why would you do that? Yeah, I try not to, but I'm also worried about the things I'll say if I go like completely fugue state. Like, not anything too bad, it's just like I'm very conscious of like the implications of the things I say, like what I was just talking about with the voice thing. Is like I want to mention this, but I don't want it to sound like a weird transphobic thing. Because, like, in context, it's definitely not. But I also can't have that context here. And it's like, I just worry, like... Oh, basically someone Okay, I'm gonna try to go through it really quickly. Someone I know... started like lowering their voice very like suddenly on purpose. This is like a very large man too. Like this wasn't like a, but they got very mad when people like asked what it was about, and they would like start threatening them and stuff. And I was like, what? I feel like while I was talking about it, I don't think I have as much an issue with like that itself as like the reasons why they do these kind of things, because to be totally honest, it's just a way they like, yeah, he just does that. He's been doing it for years now, but like when he started doing it, like of course people asked like what it was about, and he got very aggressive about it, and yeah, it absolutely was like a system. And didn't put a lot of effort into doing it either, but then he still got very angry when people would ask about it, and he's just been doing it for like probably like 3 years now. But anyway, it's just a thing that he very often like changes things about his image to make himself seem more like not even more masculine, like it's like the shittiest version of masculinity. Yeah, no, I'm saying that like my issue is that, like, he denies that he's even doing it, and it's like, everyone knows you're doing it. And also, this is like a thing you do, where you give up a thing that you had no issue with before because you want people to sleep with you. Like, I do think it's funny, but like I do think, like, out of the context, it's not, like, out of the context, I think I would be totally fine with it, but in the context of this very shitty person, it's kind of comical, in my opinion. And, like, I don't know, is it okay to make fun of, like, how bad he is at it? Because even after all this time, like, he's still, like, does it like this, like, you know, where you, like, you still have that buff in your voice. I think that's all the important points. I just don't want to, like, retread over everything I said, because it took me, like, 20 minutes to get through it all. Because I was having a weird time, like, because, like, obviously voice training is, like, a very valid thing, but he's not voice training. He's doing the equivalent of, like, he's, like, reverse chixing himself. Is White Chicks the one where... No, it's Mrs. Doubtfire where he's trying to like, repair his... Yeah. I mean, that's why he does everything. And the thing is, like, his image of Manly is, like, a really shitty one, and it's one that, like, doesn't enjoy anything fun. And it's really sad, because, like, he used to enjoy a lot of things that he doesn't consider manly, and it's made him a very bitter person. It's, like, sad, but, like, also no one made him do this. He just does it. Like, literally, there is, like, no influence in his life that could be, like, that has existed consistently in the entire period. Like, that was there at the start and exists now. Like, none. Zero. So, like, this is just a thing he's doing himself. Like, yeah, no, that was the conclusion I came to before, which is, like, in theory, I wouldn't have any issue with the behavior I'm describing if it were on anyone else, but, like, a combination of the person performing it and their reasonings is very, like, kind of sad and pathetic. I feel like on a nicer person, I would find it very charming. But they're very emotional. So sorry for talking. I have realized that like the mic is like slowly getting away from me while I'm also like lowering my voice. And it's like, oh no. Wait, am I whispering? Am I distant say? Wait, the pole is its own part too? I kind of hate that. Kind of hate that a lot. Like, it makes sense, but I also hate it. It's like, if you're not gonna make them move, then no, they're not. It's all one thing, I'm sorry. If you're gonna make them all like one model and they don't move when I spray them, I'm gonna try one thing. Nope, not even with the power. It's like the focus washer. Let me see, where am I? Oh, I still have all that, don't I? I kind of want to do that, actually. I feel like it'll be a lot more chill than, like, constantly, like, scouting around these corners for little bits of dirt. I think I can probably hit 3 hours, but if not, I will stop around, like, maybe the 2:30. I like getting like a round number. Oh, I'm sorry. Roar, I'm a dinosaur. Thank you for following. Sorry, if you weren't here in the stream earlier, we had I haven't set up what's it called, the audio capture on my follow alert, so I don't really, it's like kind of blocked out on my field of vision, so without the audio cue it's a bit hard. Sorry about that. But thank you very much. Oh, the yellow bit's done. Cool. Oh, this still has dirt on it? I actually thought I was done with this, but... Oh, is this, like, power only? Oh, there we... That was so fast. Like, that is, like, almost blue balls. So just like, oh, okay, Alright, then. Cut out the blue bit here and then clean around that for now. Oh, my neck. I'm getting just a little bit of stiff. Just a little bit of stiff. I've just got a little bit of the stiff. I'm getting a little bit of like a crick in the neck. I'd say, yeah, we could probably do that. Honestly, even if I'm just like silently working for the last like 20 minutes or so, I don't think that's gonna hurt anything. I'll can edit it out if I don't. Or if I do that. I'll do the fast forward thing like I did with Pikmin. There we go. Oh. I feel like we can knock this thing out. I think we can knock the playground. I can feel it in my bones. I will try to get a comparable amount of songs on the playlist, on the secondary playlist next time. If you're on the VOD, this isn't even an issue. You have probably been hearing Fairy Patisserie and Fairy Lullaby and maybe some Peach Beach the entire time. But, oh my god, my brain. I will try to get something, like, an amount of songs equivalent to, like, average streaming time. That way, in case we don't get replaced or anything. It does not move at all, let alone, like, 3 times. I really need to go back through, like, my older stuff and see if I can find, like, regular songs to, like, mix in with the medium stuff. Like, I wanted to have like a medium, but it's hard to like find that medium, I guess, when you haven't listened to like a lot of normal stuff. And then also finding like a specific vibe of stuff. It's like, oh, so I'm cutting this already like thin repertoire? The word for like a selection of things. Cutting like a thin selection. Yeah, that's a word. That works. And I'm already cutting that to like oh. F. Okay. That's not where I wanted that. Where did you put that? Give that back. Give that back to me. Okay. Do we have any more? Oh, we do have a little bit more here. A little bit more in the playground. Okay, how do you even get that? Oh, thank God for your run. Oh, I'm trying not to do that as much. I'm trying not to reference what's playing as much. That makes it not weird. I've been saying that for 2 months now. I mean, I think I'm getting better at it. I feel like I was doing it a lot of the last mod. And this time, I think I've only done it 3 times? Which is, like, still too many. But, like, it's not that bad. bet I've probably forgotten at least one of the rooms in here, because I do keep walking away from them because they're very annoying to do. You probably can't tell, but I'm like rapidly clicking the tab button to like blink dirt sense. It's always like a wild experience when you're listening to a song with headphones for like the first time and you realize that there's whispering in that song. And you just have to grapple with the fact that it's like, oh, this was here the whole time, wasn't it? Like, it's just a weird feeling to know that there were people like whispering at you for like an extended period of time and you were not aware. Every time I say that I think we got it all, there's always one more. So I'm scared to say it, but I feel like we got a good amount of it. Up. Oh wow, this thing's blue. I expected it to not have paint on it. Wait, is it blue? Or is it like metal? I expected like when I clean this thing off for it to not have paint on it. Because usually when like dirt dries on things, like chips the paint off and stuff, you know. Like, I didn't expect them to like code that into the game, but like the dirt's covering the entire thing. You could just make the model underneath already chipped because there's no instance in which I would see it otherwise. It would be kind of cool if there was like a version of this where like you had to go in afterwards and like repair the damage that the dirt had done, because like dirt does damage. Dirt messes things up. Dirt like makes light bulbs brittle. It like fucks things up. I think we would green. I actually like the green one better. Because the white one, like, the white one is too gentle, and it leaves like invisible dirt a lot of the time, where like it's like 99.9% cleaned, and so there's no texture left, but it's still technically dirt. Like, I find myself going back, like, whenever I use the white one, I find myself going back a lot and being like, oh, there's dirt I can't see. Green one, I think, makes it pretty sharp. Oh yeah, we got the blue one, got the blue one, got the blue boy. Oh yeah. Mr. Krabs. I don't know if there is a greater context to that, or if it's literally just someone being psyched about Mr. Krabs. I like to imagine it is. Like, honestly, sometimes I like to imagine that the clips that are memes and stuff are just the entire context. Because a lot of times when you add more context, it just makes it bad. It just makes it a bad thing that I don't want to engage with. And it's like, why couldn't you have just uploaded the part that I like? Why couldn't you have just uploaded the funny part? and not talked about something super racist for like 15 minutes and then made a sound that will affect my brain chemistry forever. What meme was it? that people were talking about recently that was like part of like some really racist video. Like the meme itself had no like vestiges in like the racist part. It was like a cutaway gag basically. But it was like, yeah, this guy is like going on like a really racist rant, and then this meme just exists in the middle of that video, and like that's the only part that people know. And it's like, I don't know. Can we just erase the rest of that? Can we just like fucking kill that guy and just erase the rest of the video and just agree this is public property now? Hey, kill that guy. We used to kill someone with hammers for saying things like that. I think this is the last part. Like, I think the what's it? The Hootsie what's it? Oh, I gotta get the bottom. Oh no, it's always the bottom's fault. Hopefully we'll be done by the time this is out. Okay, hopefully we can just get this. This, like, kind of angle is, like, the worst in this game. Like, this specific kind of angle where it's, like, you can't, like, actually, like, wipe around it. Oh, where? Oh, wait, what's this? A roundabout now? First of all, are we in Great Britain? Are we in the EU? All one thing. Just going over this whole thing, and eventually I'll find. Okay, it's up here somewhere. It's the fucking bolt. I knew it was your fault. It's always your fault. I hate you. I hate your nuts. There we go. Okay, do you have any more of these? I'm gonna check all of these real quick, just because like they feel like the easiest place for me to miss. Oh, tower vertical struts. Yep, right there. Okay. Okay, there's a little we missed over here. Oh, actually, maybe there's like quite a bit over here that we missed. I was so confident when I was like, oh yeah, I think we'll get done before this song ends, and I was like, my hubris, the gods have punished me. Jojo? Slide guard. Wait, slide's not done yet? I had such a distinct memory of cleaning the slide last time that I didn't even question it. I was just like, yeah, I cleaned the slide. Oh, and I've still got this one. I totally forgot that you even had to... I totally forgot that we learned that you have to clean the trash can. Okay, is it one of these? Not one of these. I actually don't know where this last bit is. Get up here? Okay. So I don't think there's a range on how far I can... Oh, wait. Tabletop. It's your fault. I knew it would be. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. I don't know what some of these things are, but they at least indicate where I'm supposed to be. And you know what? I'll take that. They're indicating like the general area I'm supposed to be. Oh my God, I need to go in here. Okay. Can't see it from there. How am I see? Okay, you're fine. Slide platform up here. Is this a slide platform? Okay, it's this. It's this little thing right here. I see you. Dirty little freak. Think you can escape me? Okay, maybe you probably can, but I mean, I can't leave here until you don't, so it would be better for both of us if you just didn't escape me. That would be great, honestly. Got it, okay. Tower trim. What consists of the tower trim? These are tower vertical struts. Tower roof. Tower roof. Support struts. Vertical strut. Upper wall, vertical roof, vertical strut. No, the roof is all like one piece. So what is... Also, like, these are a thing. I know they are. What is a tower trim? Can you show it to me? Can you point to it on a map? Why don't these have names? Oh my god, okay. This trim thing is actually bugging me. Because I was like mentally preparing to be done. On the bright side, I think we're gonna hit right at the 3-hour mark. I think we're gonna be done. Because this thing is definitely gonna take me a minute. Nothing here is called trim. Bridge slat, small bridge slat, small bridge slat, vertical slat. What are these? Because they are a thing that can be cleaned individually. So why does it not have a name? It's like I'm worried these are supposed to be trim. And it's just not showing it to me for some reason. Support struts, roof, vertical struts. Wall, vertical struts, slats. There are parts here that are like expressly like parts that I've cleaned and I know that they are. This is the tower trim. Do we have another one over here? Where's the dirty little bitch? I'm not seeing any. Oh, right. I can also just do this to see if one is. See, that's not registering as tower trim. It's so weird what registers here. Wait. Okay, I know that was. I'm gonna say that was tower trim like a minute ago. It's not any of these. Seems like the tower trim is very finicky. This is it. I like audibly gasped there. I was just like, that's him! He's the one who killed my grandma. Killed my wife. Oh, I just nut. Okay. Oh, I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. I want this framed. I deserve more than $600. You should give me like $2,000 and also like lick my balls for a little bit, to be honest. Listen here, park warden. I don't know what you did to that playground, but it's not okay. Children should not be within 20 feet of this place anymore. And I also think any children that did touch this place need to be put down. Oh my god, okay. I'm done there. That's it. I'm not even gonna sit up straight. I'm done. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I died actually. This is my ghost speaking. My mouth isn't even tracking properly. Oh. We got so close. We got so close to the 3-hour mark. And like that's really good for me actually. I'm so tired. I wasn't tired before this, but I'm tired now. I'm going to sink below the ocean. Oh, I'm going. Tell my wife I'm gay.